We had a long-standing relationship with one of the top 5 banks, and it was 26 years running. One of my last builds, and it was a 5-unit townhouse build. We were ready to get the build underway, went to our lender. We were turned away, and we were turned away for, in my opinion, something silly, which was it wasn't big enough of an ask. And it was at a time where I needed this build to go forward. That impacted on stopping it dead. Through one of my networking groups, I had met an individual that was on the executive side of Meridian, and I engaged him and clearly just said, hey, would you be interested in seeing how we can partner up as Habitat and Meridian? And the enthusiasm immediately made me feel like I just made the right move. It was a business meeting, but not your typical business meeting, because we were feeling out what each organization was looking for. This was more, tell me a bit about yourself, tell me a bit about your organization, tell me about your past builds. How do you do what you do? What does this mean for our community? How does this impact our community? Through some quick discussion about the situation that I was involved with, the Meridian rep at that point said, this is a no-brainer for us. That project would not have gone forward if it wasn't for Meridian's participation. It went from a stop on the build to here you go, get it going. And it was an actual immediate loan that translated into something bigger and better, because that alignment allows us to be creative enough to create pathways into generating impact into our communities. Since then, we've been at the table for a good 2.5 years, molding new mortgage models for Habitat to be able to incorporate Meridian's business model along with our business model to create a bigger impact in our community by getting more families and homes. Our biggest downfall prior was the fundraising aspect, where we fundraised to build. Now we can build with capital up front provided by Meridian that's paid back through our mortgages and so forth. That allows us to actually not turn away projects and create that inventory. What I see is a direct line of our families graduating from our programs, going into traditional mortgages, and they've already built out a strong relationship with a lender that cared about them when they needed it. Their goal is also to build community. They have the empathy and the care to nurture and grow with their clientele. Everything doesn't have to be about the bottom line and about dollars. It's, you know, if they're willing to make an investment in the community like that, that's somebody I want to do business with, but also want to be a part of.